Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Taylor and NEELY Show. It's good to be back. Good to be in my apartment once again. I just watched a dog for Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. 3 days, 3 nights. 2 days and 3 nights. And it was good. At first it took some warming up, but then we got it. And did it make me want to get a dog? No, not really. I don't really want a dog. I don't have time. I would feel so guilty if I had a dog. I would feel absolutely just the most guilty. Let's see. I want to just make sure I sound good. I want to make sure I sound good talking in here. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good, guys. Guys, what are we always freaking out about? We're always freaking out about something. And really, you ought to be freaking out about nothing, because the nothing is what's coming to get you. Nothing is what's coming to get you. Nothing is what you should be afraid of. That fear you have about, like, oh no, maybe the mailman has a gun. Oh no, maybe sharks will grow feet and then they'll climb out of the water and come and chomp me to death. Oh no, caterpillars with grenades on their back. No, those are regular people fears. You need to be afraid of nothing. That when you die, nothing is there. And you're in the endless void and pit of despair. That's what you should be afraid of. When you tuck yourself in at night, just like a strong tuck, you got to tuck yourself in real strong. You must be weary. I'm out of sparkling water. That's one of the worst things. See, I used to drink a lot of alcohol and smoke a lot of hard drugs, and nothing's worse when the thing you're drinking is gone. The thing you're using is gone. This is a good flavor. The lime, really good flavor. So the nothingness is what you should be afraid of. Ha ha! That's crazy how that comes full circle. Nothing. There's nothing in this can. Truly, my biggest fear in life is never be able to drink ever again sparkling water. If I was cursed and the curse was no more sparkling water, I'd cry. I'd cry a lot. The crying would not cease for hours, but at least I have a little bit of coffee. So that's good. The nothing is something you should be afraid of. There's nothing. I mean, this is right here. This isn't nothing though. There's never nothing, I guess. Truly, there's never nothing in the world we're experiencing, the world around us. There's nothing. There's nothing at all. Well, there is nothing. Nothing is something. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I was thinking about something else all of a sudden. You ever do that? You think about something else while you're trying to listen to someone or convey something to someone. You think about something else, and then you're just like, I give up on this conversation on this. I'm pretending to listen. I want to. Like someone will be talking to me and I'm just totally spaced. And then I get back into the conversation in random spots, but it's kind of like, that's really what time travel is. When you're in a conversation with someone, but you're not really listening and you jump back in and you kind of get it, that's time traveling. But if you time traveled forward in time, you're not going to know all the stuff that you missed. So it's a little bit like time travel, a little bit of being a jerk because you're not listening. You should listen, folks. Listen with your ears. Listen with your whole body. Like a therapist I just heard on another podcast. Listen with your whole body. What the fuck does that mean? Listen with your whole body? Shut the hell up. How do you listen with your kidneys? How do you listen with your lungs? How do you listen with your livers? You can't listen with all of your body. It ain't all got ears down there. That's all guts. It is all guts. I am working on my gut biome though. The gut I'll get to it after. I was going to respond to a message, but it's fine. Let it be, Taylor. Let it be. I need to get better at taking a moment and just not needing to solve every problem in my life immediately. This lady owes me money right now because I completed a job today. I need to get better at being okay with waiting and not pestering the client about money. I will get paid. I've never not gotten paid for handyman stuff. My one true passion, being a handyman. You hear that, God? I want to be a handyman forever. Never be a successful anything else. That sounds awful, right? My dreams sound... Dreams are just a trick. Dreams are just a dirty, dirty trick to get you to keep moving on in life. Everyone's got a dream. Some people want to be... I want to be a stand-up comedian, which I am, but I also want to make money doing that, which I make a tiny little bit of money, but I'd like to make more. Those are 4 things I just said. Some people want to be a bull rider. Some people want to be, they want to own a toy store. Creepy. Some people just want to own a restaurant. Some people want to be really good car dealership salesmen. Everyone has a dream. Dreams are fooling you. Dreams are a trick. I want to be the best this. I want to be the best that. And that's just so you trick yourself into continuing to move forward. Because if we didn't have dreams, I think you just melt into a puddle on the floor. I think if you don't have dreams, you melt into the ground, on the floor, disappear forever. That's what I think. Dang, I wish I had another soda water. I really wish I did. Diet's going well. For dinner, I had steak and Uncle Ben's, that rice you put in the that rice you put in the microwave for 90 seconds. It was Spanish style. Had peppers and tomatoes in it. It was so good. It was very tasty. Something about a nice ribeye steak, cast iron skillet, a little butter on top at the end, bite of the steak, bite of the rice. Oh, that buttery taste, because butter is on top of the steak. Good. Just really good. So, I was watching that dog, and dogs are interesting. Dogs are cool, because dogs are like more conscious than bees. And it seems like they have emotion. I mean, they think. They're obviously thinking about stuff. They're thinking about their next move. Dogs can't do, maybe they could do math, but dogs can't, dogs don't have, I said this on the first podcast, is dogs will bite you, but they won't feel remorse. They'll feel bad about it, but they won't be remorseful. They have no way to apologize. They do not have a grasp on any sort of language to be able to say, I am sorry, I apologize for that bad thing I did. But dogs do, when they're like looking at you, they're thinking. What is a dog thinking? What could a dog possibly be thinking? I wish there was a way to, maybe Elon Musk will invent this, like Neuralink for a dog's brain to a human's brain. What if there was a way for a dog to communicate what it was thinking? I wish I knew what it was like. I wish there was some way for us to experience what anything is thinking all the time. I was told recently that bumblebees, the big fat ones, that technically aren't supposed to fly. No, they're not physically. The laws of physics don't apply to these bees because their wings are so small, but they got big fat sumo wrestler bodies. But they fly around, and someone told me a bee, when they see a person, they go back to the hive, where the queen is and the king and the jester and all the other bees, the peasant bees. They dance, and it like portrays that there is something big outside. I'm sure they're not like, there's a people outside, and we've seen them before, and they're dangerous. But I was at a client's house, and there were a bunch of bees going into flowers and getting pollen all over them. And I pet them. You can pet them. You can like touch them, and sometimes they'll fly away and just be like, okay, I don't want that to happen. And some will just stay there focused on their job. Bees are good at their job. That's what I'm trying to say. Bees are good at their job. Some things are assigned jobs from birth. Horses, born to run free. Horses are born to pull carts, run in the Kentucky Derby, eat apples out of children's hands, and bite ladies by the ponytail and yank them down. That's simply what horses were born to do. That's what we breed them for these days. Crabs are meant to pinch and run on the beach, and you have a flashlight and you're looking for turtles, but there's a bunch of crabs. Nope, looking for crabs. Don't look for turtles at night. You'll scare the babies away. That's what I've been told. That's what I've been told so many times when I've gone to the beach. If it's turtle season, if it's brand new turtle season, and they've just hatched out of their eggs and they're crawling to the ocean, do not go near them. Do not shine a flashlight in their eyes, because apparently flashlights are poisonous to turtles or something. I don't know, but it'll kill them. It's basically what I was gathering from my friend Blake's grandpa when we went to Myrtle Beach, to Hilton Head together, was that If you shine a flashlight in a turtle's eyes, it's as good as dead. I wonder if turtle tastes good. I know people eat it like turtle soup, and you use the shell as a bowl, but I don't know. I guess all meat is meat, but I've never had gator. I like meat a lot. I'll never not eat meat, I don't think. I'm getting all this. I started this new diet recently, and some people are in the know, some people are not, but I'm getting like, there's like vegan, which is no animal products whatsoever. And then there's my other friend, which I like this way more, which is protein and protein. I need protein. I don't even know. But I can't go vegan. I don't. It's basically like humans didn't develop eating vegetables pretty much. And last week I got lunch at a salad place. It's called a place in Atlanta called Super Jenny. And the salad was like zoodles and some other stuff and like a yogurt dressing. And it gave me heartburn and made me sleepy. And it didn't make me feel good. I thought it was supposed to make me feel good. Salads are supposed to make you feel good. They're supposed to make you feel alert and awake. It's supposed to be like coffee but green. Salad is supposed to energize you. And this salad let me down. It really, truly let me down. And I was frustrated because why I'm not doing bread during the week right now is because I get sleepy after I eat a sandwich. After I eat a big bready meal, I get sleepy. And I'm sick and tired and fed up and frustrated with feeling sleepy and like I need a nap. I've got too much to do to feel like that, you know? I've got way too much to do to take a nap, but a nap is nice. Oh, I love a nap so much. I went on a first date on Sunday and we kissed. It was great. It was really nice. Really good first date. Sweet girl. But when I got home, because we went and got brunch food for lunch afterwards, and I had a big ol' Eggs Benedict, Irish Eggs Benedict, and then crepes. And I came home, took a nap. Even though my friend dropped his dog off, I took a nap. I had to. It's like it's sugar and carbohydrates. I guess what? It spikes your insulin and then you're tired. But why does it make you tired? Why does it make my brain feel tired? I don't understand that part. Why does it make my brain feel slow? My stomach's down here. And that's why I believe your second brain is in your gut. It's got to be. The brain-gut connection. Because tonight for dinner, I had steak and rice, and I feel fine. I don't feel sluggish. I don't feel like I need to take a nap at almost 7 p.m. on a Wednesday. I don't feel that way. And I have felt that way in the past. One time I made scrambled eggs and threw them on some tortilla chips and basically made breakfast nachos and made too many breakfast nachos, and it made me go to sleep. It made me go to sleep. I had no choice in the matter. Those breakfast nachos made me go to sleep. And now I remember that for the rest of my life. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that one time I made breakfast nachos and they made me go to sleep. I'll never forget that ever in my entire life. As many days as I live on this earth, as many nights as I sleep on this earth, and as many nights as the owls hoot and I'm alive, as many days as the birds do fly and the dogs do walk and the oceans do crash, and I'm still alive on this earth, I will not forget that one time nachos made me sleepy, and I felt I had to sleep. I was forced into it. It's like I was held at gunpoint by these nachos, breakfast nachos. It was too much. I made too much, and my body said, Taylor, the only thing, it was kind of like a blackout from booze, but from food. I get like that sometimes, you know. I get moody. I get tired. I got to take a nap. You might not be like that, but I'm like that. I am like the guy that has to take a nap. That's what I'm like sometimes. There's no reason. Nothing frustrates me more than when I need to take a nap and someone's like, you gotta take a nap. You gotta take a nap? What? What's wrong with you? That makes me want to take a nap more. That makes me take a spite nap. And I have dreams about blowing a giant bubble and you get stuck inside and you float away. I have dreams like that when you make me mad. They're spiteful naps. That's what you do to me when you make me feel guilty for needing. I hate that. That's one of the things I hate so much. I feel a certain way, and then someone makes me feel guilty for feeling a certain way. Cut me some dang slack. I'm only one guy. I can only do one thing at a time. I think I can do many things at a time, but I can't. I can't do that many things at a time. I can do one thing at a time. I've learned about me is I can listen to a podcast and do my job at the same time. That's kind of like 1.5 things, you know? That's not two things at the same time. No, that's two different things at the same time. One is with my body, one is with my mind. So maybe I can do two things at the same time, but just so as long as they are one with the brain, one with the body. Because you know what I've been told is I got a mind that drinks and a body that can't. That's the thing about being an alcoholic is I got a mind that drinks and a body that can't. My mind will tell me time and time again, if I'm not spiritually fit, I'll drink. And I'll drink in a way that normal people don't drink. That's just how it is about me. Here's how I drink. Whenever I've relapsed, what I do is I'm going to drink. I'm not going to drink. I'm in that place. I decide to drink. I drink 6 16-ounce Coors Lights. I go on Grindr and I find meth. That's what I do. I drink and then I go find drugs. And I do the drugs until they're gone. That's what it is for me. That's what it means to be an alcoholic addict for me. There's something different about me from regular people. That doesn't make me unique. It just means I am allergic to alcohol in a way that is not a traditional. Like I don't need an EpiPen when I drink alcohol. I don't need that. I don't break out in hives. The classic saying, when I drink, I break out in handcuffs. Ha, 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 old timer in AA. Ha, ha, ha. Very good. But I do things that are a normal sober person wouldn't do, and I don't know what's going to happen. When I drink, I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's not going to be good. I have not relapsed once and found a bag of gold. That hasn't happened. That would be good if when I relapsed, I got a Ferrari. That'd be great. I would relapse all the time if when I relapsed and I drank alcohol, then someone gave me a big giant check for $15 million. That would be good. That'd be fun. I would never stop drinking. If when I drank, I all of a sudden I walk outside my backyard and there's a tree and it's growing a new fruit no one's ever heard of. That'd be good. That'd be fun. But no, when I drink, I get insatiable thirst for crack cocaine. I get so thirsty for crack cocaine. And here's the thing about crack cocaine is it doesn't quench your thirst for crack cocaine, is it makes you thirsty for more crack cocaine. You get so thirsty. So that's just what it is for me. And I accept it today, right now. I'm trying to surrender to that idea today. I'm trying to surrender without an agenda. Someone said this in a meeting last night, surrendering without an agenda. Because I have done that in the past and I do that right now today still. I can be honest with myself, but still not have any idea about how I'm not being honest with myself. Because I don't know. I just simply do not know how my thoughts in my mind. I do not know which ones are going to lead me towards a path of healthy, serene living that is joyous and free and service to the world around me. How can I be in service to the world around me today? How can I be of service to the world today so I'm not caught up inside of Taylor, caught up inside of me, not caught up inside of whatever I'm going on? How can I get away from that as much as possible? Because at my core, I'm selfish and self-centered, deeply selfish. I think about myself all the time. And I'm an egomaniac with an inferiority complex. I'm just trying to get better at not feeling guilty about not being able to accommodate something. I'm trying to get better at, I don't know, but then here I am. Listen, you hear that? I. This podcast is me, so I don't know, dude. And then I get in this paradoxical wheel where it's like, is everything I do just selfish? Is there really any way to escape it? Is there any way to escape the self, to separate from myself so much so as I can just do the bidding of God himself on earth? How can I do that? I don't know. I guess ask God for direction. I got to ask God for direction on a daily basis so that I can stay sober. Because that's what I have to do I get different advice from AA. I do, different guys, and it's all good stuff. Take what you like and leave the rest. Some of it's good, some of it contradicts itself, and my problem is someone will tell me some advice, and I'll take that advice as the advice, the only advice there's ever been on this planet. And then someone else will tell me some other advice. It's like, oh, wait, hold on. You said that's different than what that other guy said, but that's in the past, and you're telling me this now. So I'm going to go with what you're saying because you're a person right in front of me, and that holds more authority than just a memory of a man who told me something days ago. I'm going to go with what you're saying. So it's hard for me to set up boundaries with strangers and the things they say. I wish it weren't, but I feel like I'm a trusting person. And I feel like that translates to when I was out there smoking crack with the homeless, why I never got robbed. Because I think there's something on the streets when you ask a homeless guy for crack and they're even like, you ain't the police, are you? And I'm like, no. They can see it in your eyes. I live with this schizophrenic crackhead who relapsed on crack. And I'll tell you something about schizophrenia and crack cocaine. Do not go together. Do not mix well. Do not let your schizophrenic friend smoke crack cocaine. He will think all the cars are after him on the street. He will have a gay relationship with a homeless crack dealer in the house he owns, but you're renting a room. He will invite him in, and then one night he will ask you and the homeless crack dealer to shoot him in the face. He'll ask you all these things, and that's just living life on the edge, baby. I've lived a life on the edge a little bit. I have. And I feel like sometimes people don't believe I have, and I know it doesn't matter what they think because it just matters what I've done. And what I've done is been just crazy. Just had sitting here where I am right now, there's a squirrel outside my window. Wow. You don't see that. See, that window's just not close to, you would understand if you were here. That window's just not close to like it's not close to any trees or anything, so I have no idea how a squirrel got up there. But the people in my crack ventures, I've met a lot of characters. One lady made me smoke crack in front of her, so just to prove that I wasn't a police officer. And I did it. You don't need to do much convincing to have a crackhead smoke crack in front of you. If they have crack in their hand, you don't even have to double dog dare them. You can tell them don't smoke that crack, and they'll smoke that crack. That's just the facts of crack. Crack the kind of drug that, like, once you're on it, if you're like me, it is great. When it rings your bell, it is great for a little bit, and then it's awful. And you feel awful. You feel ashamed of yourself. You feel like, why did I do this again? Why did I do this again? Why did I do it again? Why have I relapsed again and again and again? And hopefully I get it this time, and hopefully I don't die out there from fentanyl and crack cocaine, because that's awful. I don't want to go out that way. I don't want to go out that way. I don't. I really do not. And there's only one thing I can do to assure I don't, and that's work a program, conscious contact with a higher power. That's all. I have to do these things is the thing. I have to do these things. Because if I don't, I am going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. It's not going to be romantic. I'm not going to go out in a blaze of glory. I'm going to go out in the only blaze that will be, the last thing I see will be before I light crack with fentanyl in it. And I don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want to die that way. I love living life sober. Life sober is great. I went on a first date with a girl, and it was so fun, and we kissed, and it makes me feel, and I feel, and I feel, and I feel. Sober, I feel. I don't. That's the thing about drugs and alcohol for me, is they just take away any sort of feeling of anything to me, and it distorts reality into this thing where my only pursuit is now to silence that hangover, and by how to do that is drink more, and then I get drunk enough where I just want to do drugs, and it's just a hamster wheel of misery. I heard someone say in a meeting on Sunday, I was tired of dying out there, and whenever I go back out, I am tired of immediately dying. I am dying. Maybe not physical, but spiritually, I'm dead. To the bottom immediately. And it hurts, and it's hard, and it's an awful place to be. But you can't say you've done that, can you? And if you have, please tell me, because it's fun to relate on that thing. But a lot of people, it's honestly what makes me better than most people is that I've smoked crack. Honestly, the difference between, I'm built different. I'm built different. I've smoked crack. Okay? And I'm alive to tell the tale. I beat crack cocaine. I'm built different. I might have lung cancer someday because I never burned off the Brillo, but I smoked crack a bunch of times with the homeless. One time a guy gave me his gun as collateral, and I was a good guy and gave him his gun back. I'm built different. I went and got meth off a grinder and smoked it and was up for a day and a half. I'm built different. Look at me now. I'm in my own apartment. I own a truck. Making payments on it. I made steak and rice for dinner. I'm built different. I'm wearing a Def Leppard t-shirt. I'm built different. I used to smoke crack, and I'm going on a second date tonight, and we're going on a third date on Friday. I'm built different because I am not smoking crack tonight. That's why I'm built different. That's why I am built different than the regular bear. The average bear ain't me. I am the average bear. I'm the kind of bear that smokes crack. But hey, that's addiction and alcoholism, baby. And I'm saying all this. This is a comedy podcast. That's all this is. I say all this to say, I've done all I can do in the drug and alcohol realm. I've done all mine. I've done my quota. I've met it. What's next for me that doesn't? See, I just want to. There's no reason to get caught up on the amount of days I feel good right now. And I feel different right now. Maybe it's that book, Conversations with God. It's a good book. And I'm going to read it tonight because that dog is gone and now I can read again. That dog he would cry and he was upset, and it was hard to focus on reading when you got a whimpering dog in his kennel in your apartment. But I've done all I can do on that end. On that front. And now there's more for me in the world of being sober, because being sober is sometimes it is wild. It is wild sometimes. I saw a truck on fire today. And I was like, thank God I saw a truck on fire today. And I was like, that's my life when I smoke crack. It's a truck on fire. It's a Toyota Tundra on the highway. I'm on the phone with whoever the heck I called. Truck on fire. That's the two things you get. You smoke crack, you're a truck on fire. That's me, dude. That's me. I'm a truck on fire. So I'm happy to be sober right now. In this chair. Yeah, it is good. It is good to be sober and alive and okay and comfortable. That's what it was. I'm comfortable right now. I feel an ease with what I'm doing right now. I don't feel caught up in I'm not future tripping. I'm not. I haven't been. I've been really just enjoying, and not even like an active enjoying, but just like a letting myself off the hook, I guess, to not feel like I'm letting people down constantly. I tried to explain this to someone earlier, and I didn't do a good job. One of my big problems is I feel like I'm letting people down when I don't do something for them. That's what I'm trying to do. Maybe I said that already. That'd be crazy if I just repeated myself. Hello in there. Do you need help? Help? My voice sounds extra gravelly. I don't know why. It feels, who knows? Who knows? But we're here. We're here. We're doing it. Third episode of the podcast. How do I feel so far about this experience podcasting? It's fun. It's a good time. No negatives so far to report. I'm killing it. Successful. 10 downloads so far on 2 episodes total. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Life is good. Life is really good because life could be bad. Life could be bad. Whenever I relapse, life is bad. But right now, life is good. Man, I just I'm going bowling tonight. And bowling's cool. I wonder how they invented bowling. Bowling is games. Humans love games. I'm a big golfer. I love golf so much. I sleepwalked the other night, 2 nights ago, and my golf clubs are over there, and I put them in my bedroom for some reason. I sleepwalk, and I used to have night terrors where I would scream and run through the house. Scream, howl, bloody murder. Scared the heck out of my parents. Scared the heck out of them. Just scared the ever-living heck out of them, you know? And they got used to it, but I'm sure that was frustrating. You know, it's one thing to be the person. It's like when I lived with that guy with schizophrenia and he was smoking crack and I wasn't for a little bit, but then I relapsed and we both smoked crack together, and one night he was gone and I was high on crack and I went and shot a gun out in the backyard, and it was so loud and it made my ears ring. But if you want to keep the property taxes low in your neighborhood, go outside and just shoot a gun in the air every now and again. Keeps those property taxes in check. But when I was the one, maybe it's karma. When I was having night terrors, and I was running, screaming through the house a lot, multiple times a week, sometimes a lot, and I've grown out of them. But just howling, waking my parents up, probably scaring the heck out of them, and them having to come out and say, "Hey, there, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine." And then me seeing my brother walk up from the den, and I think it's a ghost. I'm just screaming up a storm. So maybe, and then flash forward to when I was living with the schizophrenic guy, and he was smoking crack and immediately having a psychotic episode, and he's like knocking on my door and like, Taylor, come here, Taylor. Is there someone here? Is there someone in the... I see someone sneaking behind my curtains, and just thinking that's why my roommate woke me up one night. I remembered this, and then I forgot it, and now I remembered it again. And memory is a fickle mistress, and I remembered it now because one night he came to my room, and he thought he saw someone in the backyard. And we go back there, and there's no one back there. And this was before he had said and we're back from that little pause. That's all it was, is a little tiny pause. I'm doing great. 34 minutes. I'm rocking and rolling. We'll keep it at 45 minutes for now because that's all I can really do. Mustered up the courage to do. But I remembered it was before he told me he relapsed, but it was clear that he was having a psychotic episode. But he came to my door, and he asked what was going on, and I'm like, there's nothing going on, Sam. Nothing's going on. It's like, Taylor, if you know anything about what's going on, just tell me. Please just tell me. And I'm like, Sam, nothing's going on. I'm on your side. And then he looked at me and said, "Oh, I hope you're not on my side because you might get hurt." And my hands were up in the air at that point. My hands are up in the air like, dude, you're being annoying. Your mental illness is annoying me now. I felt bad for you at first, but now it's annoying. Go to the hospital. And the one time he did tell me, and the crack got to shoot him in the head. So that is that. That is that. And I talked to a police officer, insanely high on crack cocaine, and she basically was like, be safe. Because, thinking about me, I can smoke crack around the police. They let me do that. They let me do that. You can't do that. No. I have a card. I have a crack card. I'm allowed to smoke crack around the police. I don't make the rules up for who gets to smoke crack around the police. I just get to, you know. Some people just get to do that. And I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys. Me. I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys. One of those guys. So that's cool. But now I live in my own apartment and life is good. There's not a single moment in the day where I'm like, life stinks. No. Not a moment like that. Sometimes I'm just making this up. Man, it's been good. This has been nice. I'm determined to do 45 minutes here. I'm determined because I got to. What's going on? What else is going on, man? It's I finished a paint job today. One of my fears is that a client's not going to pay me. That's a constant fear of mine. I've got a tour. Some guy messaged me. I briefly looked at it. I've got a tour, a little tour. I wouldn't even call it a tour because honestly, I don't really believe in myself. I do, but then I don't. Isn't that crazy? Like you can believe in at least for me, I can believe in myself and also not believe in myself at the same time. I think this is something I should share with a therapist. And I went to a therapist and I've seen him in meetings lately and he's a nice guy. And his name is Casey Affleck. But it's like, I believe in myself to a point, but then there's also another part of me that doubts it and is like, it's never really going to happen. Those big giant dreams and aspirations, that life in the big city you want, ain't going to happen, buddy. You got to work hard, and how hard you're working is not enough. You got to work harder, and you'll never work hard enough. How hard you're working, all the stuff you've been doing, can't take a single break. Can't cut yourself some slack. You gotta work harder. It's just kind of what my brain works on. And lately, I haven't been feeling that way at all, really. I have not been feeling that way at all since I got back from Ohio, my vacation in Ohio. Since I got back from there, I felt good. Ugh. Let's unbox some stuff, huh? Unboxing number 1. Here it is. It's from Amazon. Now, I know some of you are like, Taylor, Amazon is a poison on society. Amazon is causing us to reevaluate our position on how long mail should take to be delivered. Taylor, Amazon doesn't fairly pay their workers. You work in a factory. You work in a warehouse. It's going to be bad. Okay? No one works in a warehouse. It's not going to be nice. You're not allowed to go to the bathroom in a warehouse. How do you think people did it back in the 1910s, huh? When they were working in a warehouse, they didn't get a bathroom break. They didn't even have Amazon. Some of y'all don't even know how good you have it. That was a joke. Those were all jokes. This is good stuff. The Dawn Power Wash. God, I love that stuff. It's really good. Unboxing video done. We did it. The best part of the show, the unboxing video. No, I do working for Amazon. I do have moments where I'm like, if everything went to heck, if everything went down the toilet, I could work at Amazon. If my handyman business, if it all dried up and I stopped getting jobs for people, I could go work for Mr. Handyman. If I couldn't make payments on my truck anymore, my truck got repossessed, but I had enough savings, I could get a used truck and just continue going on. So, all that to say, I am constantly in a place of fear and optimism. Fearful optimism is how I like to live my life. Being afraid of stuff, but also being hopeful for stuff. Okay? Oh God, someone stole my truck and it got crashed and I didn't have gap coverage. Well, I have $6,000 in savings. I'll buy a cheap truck, and that'll get me to A to B until it all works out. I have to move back to Ohio because things don't work out here. Well, at least I'll see my family. Fearful optimism. That stinks. This episode stinks. God, I really just can't quite get it on a roll this one. Sorry, guys. Sorry I wasn't so funny this episode. All 2 of you that listen, I'm sorry. I really tried. This episode. But you know, that's just life. Sometimes you're on it, sometimes you're off it. But all the time, most of the time, a little bit, you are it. You are right there. And I can't wear this shirt tonight out because if Noel Appling sees me, he's going to say, you wore that shirt last night. And I'm going to say, what are you, the fashion police? Show me your handcuffs. Show me your fashion police handcuffs. Show me your fashion police gun. Show me your fashion police car. Show me your fashion police dog. Show me your fashion police uniform. Show me it, or else you can't make comments like that. Okay? Unless you're the police for something, you can't make comments for that. Like, say you're the, I can't think of anything. You see, I'm a little bit tuckered out. I'm a little bit tired. I really did tire myself out this episode. I really did, make myself a little sleepy. Maybe my new diet's all wrong. I want a Diet Coke. I love a Diet Coke. A Diet Coke is good. Diet Coke is, there's something in it that is just absolutely that extra. There's a reason Diet Coke has a cult following, because it is different than regular Coke. Regular Coke is fine. It has sugar in it. It's fine. It's good. But it's not Diet Coke. Diet Coke is just tasty for some reason. It's just tastier. I love it. You love it. We love it. So to conclude today's episode, we talked about a lot. We've done a lot. I don't know if it was entertaining at all, but we're here. Thank you all. Thank you all you 2 people for listening. I'll end the episode on this. Yeah, I am sleepy. You see, here's the thing about watching my friend's dog. The worst part about watching my friend's dog was taking him for a walk and having to talk to other dog owners. I don't want to talk to other dog owners, but I don't have any way to explain, like, oh no, this isn't my dog. I'm just watching for a friend. We don't need to do the dog owner thing where we get to know each other. I don't want you to fall in love with me and I fall in love with you, and then we start a family, and then the dog goes away, and then so this relationship is already built on false pretenses that we both have dogs and I don't, and I just don't want to start a relationship on a lie. You know, I want to start a relationship on a truth. Like, I'm Taylor Neely. I love cookie dough pie. No, cake. Cookie dough cake. Not cookie cake. Cookie dough cake. I'm Taylor Neely. I like a ribeye steak. I'm Taylor Neely. I can paint a room. I'm Taylor Neely. I love LaCroix. I'm Taylor Neely. So these are the kind of truths I want to build a relationship on. Truths about one another that we can share with one another and start a beautiful life together, and maybe get a farm with some pigs. Just a farm with some pigs. I can't have a farm with like pigs and cows and ducks and horses and chickens. I can't have a farm like that, because what if they go to war? What if they start fighting each other? What if the pigs start fighting the horses, start fighting the dogs, start fighting the cats? What if they all start fighting each other, and then I'm just one guy? I'm Taylor One Guy Neely. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm one guy. I'm not 2 guys stacked on top of each other in a trench coat. No, that's not me. Might be you, not me. I'm one guy. I'm honestly, truthfully, one guy. In here, in my soul, one person in here. Except for the alcoholic side. Sometimes that feels like another person. But truthfully, right now in this moment, I'm one guy. I'm not a bunch of I'm not a bunch of ants. A bunch of ants in a human suit. No. That's crazy. That's a lot of work. Ants, take a break. You work hard, ants. But if I ran a farm, I want to start a family, run a farm. Animals go to war. That's what I'll land on. Thank you.